So this is the M4 MacBook Air, and right now you can grab this for only $800 on Amazon, which honestly makes it one of the best laptop deals that Apple has ever had. And let me show you why. But first, of course, let's unbox it. So flipping the box around, you see these two pull tabs. We have the M4 chip, 16 gigs of RAM, and let's unbox it. We have these two pull tabs. Let me take the laptop out, and wow, yeah, this is very thin. Let me just set it aside while we take a look at what else is included. So first of all, we have a color-matched USB-C to MagSafe cable, and I know this looks white on camera, but it actually has a blue tint to it, like a 1% blue basically. We got some paperwork, of course no Apple stickers because they're eco-friendly now, and we got the base charger, which is a 30-watt Apple charger with just one port. But now for the star of the show, which is the M4 MacBook Air. And here it is. You can see my fingerprints there, but yeah, this is super light and thin. Yeah, I'm loving this already. And honestly, if portability matters to you, like students, travelers, or anyone who just hates carrying heavy laptops around, honestly, this thing is for you, and especially for such a low price. And of course, I went for the sky blue color because it kind of matches my iPhone Air. So yeah, and mostly because I already had an M4 MacBook Air, but the larger version, the 15-inch, which I ended up selling and getting this smaller version because portability is king for me. So yeah, let me just open this up. It already starts booting up. So I'll just quickly set this up, change the camera angle, and then I'll walk you through, guys, why I think that this is the best MacBook deal ever. So I just set this up. It says welcome to Mac. Let's see what it is. And yes, it's running macOS Sequoia, but I'll quickly update this to macOS Tahoe, so the latest one. And just a quick disclaimer, as I said, I've been using the 15-inch version of this guy for the past year, so I do know what I'm talking about, so to speak. So even though this is a brand new machine, I do have a lot of experience with the M4 MacBook Air. So design-wise, this thing is basically flawless. I mean, it's so thin and elegant and so, I don't know, it's so premium feeling because, well, I guess it is premium. It's all metal, the hinge is perfectly balanced so you can just open it using one hand. And yeah, this thing is absolutely amazing. We might as well start with the front because you're getting a 13-inch display that's sharp, bright, and it's fantastic for everyday use. It's a Retina screen, of course, and it has a resolution of 2560 by 1664, I think, at 60 Hz and 500 nits of peak brightness. But honestly, for regular office work, watching YouTube, editing photos, you know, writing a script here and there, this is everything that you'll ever need. It's a fantastic display. Of course, it's not as good as the MacBook Pro's display, but for $800, come on. Now let's have a quick chat about performance. And that's the star of the show, which is the M4 chip. And this thing is very fast. Like honestly, it's much faster than most people actually need. Like seriously, everyday tasks are a breeze. I've been editing videos on my M4 MacBook Air and my M4 Mac Studio, which is just over there, for like the past 6 months, and it's been flawless. So for people who just use them for, you know, emailing or just regular office work, this is overkill. This is more than enough. You can do anything on it, like photo editing, video editing, coding, schoolwork. It handles everything effortlessly. And the cool part is, literally, no pun intended, that it does it silently because there's no fan. And trust me, this level of performance used to cost way more. Like for example, back in the Intel days, you used to, I don't know, pay over $3,000 to $4,000 for this performance. And actually, even if you spend that much, you still wouldn't achieve the levels of performance offered by the M4 chip. And guess what? Those Intel MacBooks used to get insanely hot and loud while, you know, under heavy load. But this thing, that's silent. So yeah, it's amazing. Now let's have a chat about battery life because I have no words for how good the battery life on this MacBook really is. You can easily get a full day of use, sometimes even 2 or 3 days without even stressing about charging. Now, Apple officially quotes around 18 hours of video playback, but trust me, I've been using the 15-inch version of this guy, and the battery life on that thing was just insane. Over 15 hours of screen on time, sometimes even hitting 20. And that's the kind of laptop you can just, you know, throw in your bag and forget the charger at home. So battery life will never be an issue on this machine. And here's the crazy part and why I think that this MacBook is such a big deal right now. It's literally $799 on Amazon, as I'm writing this script. And for a brand new MacBook with the M4 chip, premium build quality, incredible battery life, and the Apple ecosystem, that price is just wild. And if you're a student or a creator who's just starting out, or someone who needs a laptop that you can easily use for the next 5 to 6 years, this is a no-brainer. But the big question is, what are your other options right now? Well, as far as I can see it, you have 3 other options. 3 options, that's quite a lot. But let me quickly walk you through them. So the first option, that's the 14-inch M1 Pro MacBook Pro refurbished. If you've seen my previous video, you'll know that that machine is also an incredible value. You can usually find it for around $700 refurbished on Amazon, so it's even slightly cheaper than this machine, but it has a much nicer display, 120Hz, mini LED, and better speakers. The downside is that it's not a new machine, and some people might, care about that. The battery life is also much worse on the M1 Pro. It's around half of what this M4 MacBook Air achieves, and it's also much heavier and bulkier. And again, it's not as portable. It's still portable, don't get me wrong, but it's not as light and thin as this device. Now your second option, and that's to wait for the M5 MacBook Air, which is literally the same device but with an upgraded chip, going from the M4 to the M5. The thing is that while it should come out any moment now, it'll cost $1,000, and that's only for a chip upgrade. So technically, you'll be paying $200 extra for like 10 to 15% faster performance. And honestly, I would argue that it's not really worth it. So why wait like 2 extra months, pay $200 extra, and for what? A bit of extra performance that you might not even need? I don't know, I would argue against it. And your third and final option is again to wait for the A18 Pro budget MacBook that is set to come out in March for around $650. Now, that would make it around $150 cheaper than this M4 Air, but the chip will be quite a bit slower. So the A18 Pro in that budget MacBook has similar single-core performance to the M3 chip, and multi-core performance is on par with the M1. So this M4 will be quite a bit faster, especially in multi-core. And to me, it seems like this M4 Air is the perfect balance of cost to performance, and honestly, I would either pick this or a refurbished M1 Pro over an M5 or A18 Pro MacBook. So yeah, I don't want to drag this out for too long because it'll get boring, you guys will click away, and there's no reason for me to keep rambling about it. Just know this is an amazing machine for 99% of people out there. And especially for $800, it's easily one of the best tech deals out right now. And seriously, if you've been waiting for the right moment to buy a MacBook, trust me, this is it. Don't wait for the M5 and don't wait for the A18 Pro. The M5 will be more expensive for only a tiny bit of extra performance, and the A18 Pro will be a little bit cheaper but a lot slower. So this is the best price to performance in my eyes. Either way, if you want to pick this up, I'll drop a link in the description and the pinned comment down below, so feel free to check out what the prices currently are. But as I said, as I'm writing the script right now, the prices are at $799, and that's a fantastic deal. Either way, drop a like if this video helped you out, subscribe for more Apple content, and I'll see you in the next one. This was Dave on Tech, signing out. Cheers.